नमस्कार, स्वागत है आपका। आप देख रहे हैं बड़ी खबर। मैं हूं आपके साथ सुमित झा। इन दिनों हर रोज सियासी हंगामे की तस्वीर आप देख रहे हैं। सियासतदानों के अपने अपने दावे सुन रहे हैं, लेकिन आज बड़ी खबर में ना सियासी हंगामा, ना ही किसी सियासतदानों के दावे। आज हम उन दावों का सच आपके लिए लेकर आए हैं, वो सच जो सियासी शोर में दब कर रह जाते हैं, वो सच जिसे प्राइम टाइम में सियासी शोर के मुकाबले खबरों के हिसाब से कम आंका जाता है। सच सरकारी मुआवजे का। आज हम आपको बड़ी खबर में दिखाने जा रहे हैं सियासी शोर की दुनिया से हटकर एक मां का दर्द, जिसने अपने 8 साल के बेटे को एक हादसे में खो दिया, लेकिन उसके साथ सिस्टम ने मुआवजे के नाम पर एक ऐसा मजाक किया है जो उस मां के जख्म को रह रहकर कुरेद रहा है। जख्मों पर जब सिस्टम मरहम लगाने के बजाय बेरहमी से उन जख्मों को कुरेदने लगे, तो कुछ यूं बेबसी के आंसू निकलते हैं। ये एक मां के आंसू हैं, जिसने 3 महीने पहले घर में लगी आग में अपने जिगर के टुकड़े को खो दिया। 8 साल के बेटे की मौत का गम गरीब मां बाप पर पहाड़ बनकर टूटा। हालांकि सिस्टम ने इनके जख्मों पर मरहम लगाने के लिए 4 लाख के मुआवजे का चेक दिया। खुद आपदा प्रबंधन मंत्री और मधेपुरा से आरजेडी विधायक प्रोफेसर चंद्रशेखर के हाथों इन्हें चेक दिया गया, लेकिन ये चेक दरअसल कागज की शक्ल में इनके साथ किया गया बेरहमी भरा सरकारी मजाक था। बेटे को खो चुके इस मां बाप को चेक थमाकर अधिकारियों के चक्कर लगाने के लिए छोड़ दिया गया।
4 लाख के चेक दल के जमा के लिए बैंक में सीओ ये लोग वापस करवा दिल के भेज नहीं रहा कल के रुपया नहीं है अकाउंट में। 1 हफ्ता के बाद ये बात कहेंगे हम रहे 3 महीना भले चल रहे हमरा कुछ न मिले।
बैंक का दावा है कि सरकारी खाते में पैसे ही नहीं, इसलिए पैसे नहीं मिल रहे हैं। वहीं अधिकारी बड़ी बेशर्मी से रटा रटाया आश्वासन दे रहे हैं।
विभागीय स्वीकृति और राशि प्राप्ति में कुछ तकनीकी प्रक्रियात्मक देरी हुई है, और जैसे ही उसका आदेश वहां से प्राप्त होता है उसका भुगतान नियमानुसार कर दिया जाएगा।
एक माँ बाप जिस पर 8 साल के बेटे की मौत का गम पहाड़ बनकर टूटा है, उस माँ बाप के साथ आखिर मुआवजे के नाम पर धोखा क्यों? क्या इसके लिए जिम्मेदार अधिकारियों पर कार्रवाई होगी? क्या मंत्री जी चेक बांटकर सिर्फ वाहवाही लेना जानते हैं? क्या सरकारी मुआवजे का सच यही होता है? शंकर, जी मीडिया, मधेपुरा। यकीनन सवाल यह है कि क्या सरकारी मुआवजे का सच यही होता है? सवाल का जवाब सरकार को देना होगा। बहरहाल हम दिल्ली का रुख करते हैं इस वक्त, जहां वर्ल्ड सूफी फोरम में प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी संबोधित कर रहे हैं।
None stands for force and violence, and that the first 2 names denote compassionate and merciful. Allah is Rahman and Rahim. Sufism is the voice of peace, coexistence, compassion, and equality, a call to universal brotherhood. And just as India became a principal center of Islamic civilization, our nation also emerged as one of the most vibrant hubs of Sufism. Sufism became the face of Islam in India, even as it remained deeply rooted in the Holy Quran and Hadith. Sufism blossomed in India's openness and pluralism. It engaged with her spiritual tradition and evolved its own Indian ethos. And it helped shape a distinct Islamic heritage of India. We see this heritage in the fields of art, architecture, and culture that is a part of the fabric of our nation and our collective daily lives. We see it in the spiritual and intellectual tradition of India. It helps strengthen the inclusive culture that is our great nation's immense contribution to the cultural tapestry of this world. In Baba Farid's poetry or Guru Granth Sahib, we feel the same spiritual connection. We see compassion in the langars of Sufi shrine and the village tombs of local peace that attracted the poor and hungry. The words of Hindvi were spoken in the Sufi khanqahs. Sufism's contribution to poetry in India is huge. Its impact on the development of Indian music is profound. None had greater impact than the Sufi poet, musician Amir Khusro. 8 centuries later, his poetry and musical innovation continue to be a part of the soul of Hindustani music. No one had spoken of Indian music with such passion as he had. Who else could have expressed love for India so beautifully as he did? But India, from head to toe, is a picture of heaven. Adam came from the palace of paradise. He could only be sent to an orchard of fruits, that is India. If India is not paradise, how could it be made the abode of the peacock, the birds of paradise? It is this spirit of Sufism, the love for their country and the pride in their nation, that define the Muslims in India. They reflect the timeless culture of peace, diversity, and equality of faith of our land. They are steeped in the democratic tradition of India, confident of their place in the country, and invested in the future of their nation. And above all, they are shaped by the value of the Islamic heritage of India. It affords the highest ideals of Islam and have always rejected the forces of terrorism and extremism. Now as they travel to different parts of the world, they are the ambassadors of the values and traditions of our nation. As a nation, we stood against colonialism and in our struggle for freedom. At the dawn of independence, some choose to go away. And I believe that it also had to do with the colonial politics of that time. The tallest of our leaders such as Maulana Azad and important spiritual leaders such as Maulana Hasan Madni and millions of ordinary citizens rejected the idea of division on the basis of religion. Now, India is moving forward on the strength of the struggles, the sacrifices, the bravery, the knowledge, the skill, the art, and the pride of every member of every faith in our diverse and yet united nation. Like the strings of sitar that each produces a note, but come together to create a beautiful melody. This is the spirit of India. This is the strength of our nation. All our people, Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, Jains, Buddhists, the micro-minority of Parsis, believers, non-believers, are an integral part of India. Just as it once come to India, today Sufism from India has spread across the world. But this tradition that evolved in India belongs to the whole of South Asia. That is why I urge others in the region to nurture and revive this glorious heritage of ours. When the spiritual love of Sufism, not the violent force of terrorism, flows across the border, this region will be the paradise on earth that Amir Khusro spoke about. Let me paraphrase what I have said before. Terrorism divides and destroys us. Indeed, when terrorism and extremism have become the most destructive force of our times, the message of Sufism has global relevance. In the centers of conflict in West Asia, to calm cities in distant countries, in the remote villages of Africa, to the towns in our own region, those who spread terror in the name of religion are anti-religious. And we must advance the message of Sufism that stands for the principles of Islam and the highest human values. This is a task that states, societies, sages, scholars, and families must pursue. However, to me, the message of Sufism is not just confined to combating terrorism. The values of harmony, welfare, compassion, and love for human beings are the foundation of a just society. That is the principle behind my creed of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. And these values are important to preserve and nurture diversity in our societies. Diversity is a basic reality of nature and source of richness of a society, and it should not be a cause of discord. We need not just constitutional provisions or legal safeguards, but also social values, an inclusive and peaceful society in which everyone belongs, secure about his rights, and confident of her future. This is also a time of great flux and transition in the world. The middle of the last century was an important turning point in history. A new world order emerged. Many new nations were born. At the beginning of the new century, we are at another point of transformation on a scale rarely seen in human history. In many parts of the world, there is uncertainty about the future and how to deal with it as nations and societies. These are precisely the times that the world is most vulnerable to violence and conflicts. The global community must be more vigilant than ever before and counter the forces of darkness with the radiant light of the human values. So, let us remember the teaching of Holy Quran that if anyone slew one innocent person, it would be as if they slew a whole people. If anyone saved one life, it would be as if saved a whole people. Let us be inspired by the message of Hazrat Muhyiddin Chishti. With your spiritual light, dissolve the clouds of discord and war and spread goodwill, peace and harmony among the people. Let us remember the infinite humanism in Sufi poet Jalaluddin Rumi's words contain all human faces on your own without any judgment of them. Let us also leave the sermon of Bible that calls us to do good, seek peace and pursue it. And one day in Kabir's observation that a river and its waves are one. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji, prayer that Lord may everyone in the world prosper and be in peace. Let us be inspired by Swami Vivekananda's appeal against divisions and for people of all religions to hold the banner of harmony, not of dispute. Let us also reaffirm the enduring message of Ahimsa of Lord Buddha and Mahavir. And from this forum, in this land of Gandhi and of timeless prayers that always end with invocation of Om Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Peace within and in the world. Let us therefore send a message to the world, a melody of harmony and humanity, the embrace of diversity, the spirit of oneness, of service with compassion and generosity, a resolve against terrorism, a rejection of extremism, and a determination to advance peace. Let us challenge the forces of violence with the kindness of our love and universal human values. And lastly, let us restore the light of hope and turn this world into a garden of peace. Thank you for being here. Thank you for what you stand for. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the...
वर्ल्ड सूफी फोरम में प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी संबोधित करते हुए और साफ तौर पर कहते हुए कि जिस भी धर्म के अनुयायी हों, शांति की ओर बढ़ना चाहिए उन्हें, और पूरे विश्व को एक मैसेज देने की जरूरत है, शांति का संदेश पहुंचाने की जरूरत है, आतंकवाद और कट्टरवाद से मुकाबला करने की जरूरत है। फिलहाल बड़ी खबर में इतना ही, लेकिन आगे भी खबरों का सिलसिला लगातार जारी है। नमस्कार।